If you're not already familiar with the man behind the large facade, stay tuned because this is a glimpse inside Lewis Nabors.
1, 2, ready, sing.
Choir director.
Get a good breath.
Voice instructor. Role model. Lewis A. Nabors, Jr., respectively known as Mr. Nabors to many of his students, is a fundamental force on the campus of the University of Louisiana at Monroe.
People just don't bestow greatness on you. You've got to earn greatness.
Born in Leesville, Louisiana, Mr. Nabors grew up on a farm and was a child drawn to music.
I like all kinds of music. I like what we call sincere music. But I have a saying, I like some of everything but all of nothing. So just because it's classical music doesn't mean that when I hear it or perform it, that I'm going to really like it. And I performed everything from, the classics to the blues.
As the oldest of 4 children, Mr. Nabors got an early start on his leadership skills.
Being the oldest, of course, you know that sometimes if you've got to be the leader, you just have to make decisions that may be unpopular at the time. Baby, what is the matter with you?
Mr. Nabors stumbled upon an undiscovered singing talent after joining the school choir. Nabors' success with singing has led him to a professional career. 1973 was the year that the school, formerly known as Northeast Louisiana University, was first introduced to the man with the booming voice.
Mr. Nabors is a very hard taskmaster, but he expects a lot, and therefore you give a lot.
On the outside, there's a real hard shell there, and he appears to be like this real hard person, in which he means business, especially when it comes down to his music.
He certainly, he's a very tall, large person, and so he definitely makes an impression, or, you don't forget him.
You kind of look at him and you think maybe you're talking to a football coach or something like that, but then that wonderful voice comes out of his body and you know he's an extraordinary artist.
The bigness means nothing because underneath all that size and weight, there is a human being, and he's very sensitive, and he can even get emotional sometimes.
Mr. Nabors soon found a spot as the advisor to a then-struggling choir called the Interdenominational Ensemble. With his unique, almost military style of conducting, he has forced the very best out of the group.
1, 2, ready, sing.
God made my vows to the Lord.
You all did the same thing on Saturday. 1, 2, ready, sing.
God made my...
All the parts need to be here. You were just too lazy to think and do it the right way. Too ordinary, if I ever saw ordinary. Go again.
It's his way of being efficient, and conveying the concept or whatever, is just to get under your skin with the stuff he's like, and that just bothers me. But, you go home and it's on your mind, and you want to do the right thing when you come back.
Yeah. You can't be dead weight, son. How many times I have to play this A for you to know what this A is? 1, 2, ready, and. It's got to have an accent. Sopranos, you all need to give me some more vibrato here. You're too busy singing all this popular stuff here, and you can't sing in the serious music.
Try to get what he needs as far as sound quality, as far as contour, as far as duration, as far as pitch quality. He knows how to get that. He's been doing it for a number of years. He's a professional. Strictly, he's been doing it for like 30 years, so he knows how to get it, when to get it, and what means it needs to go about to get it.
All of Mr. Nabors' accomplishments have paid off. He has coached 2 former Miss Louisianas, Miss Louisiana 1984 Anita Whitaker and Miss Louisiana 2000 Faith Jenkins are 2 of Mr. Nabors' former vocal students.
I'm always working with some beauty queens, and they come and I do the best I can with them at the time I have to work. Now that doesn't say that they're going to win, but they're going to do better than they were going to do had they not come to me.
Mr. Nabors is a major influence in the music department of ULM and in the community. His love of music, leadership, and some would say fatherly role have all made him not only a valued addition to the musical field, but an unforgettable soul.
Mr. Nabors is the type of person where you have to produce, and if you don't, then you just fall along the wayside.
He makes me force myself, work harder than just slacking off.
When somebody wants you to be perfect, they're gonna be difficult. So I mean, I think that Mr. Nabors, he does things in order to make us better.
He teach you a lot of other stuff about life. You know, you can go in there and talk to him just without hesitation. You can just say what you gotta say. You know?
I think behind the big persona is like a father in me.
He's really become like a father figure for me because I didn't have that in the home, you know, and around. He's really become that father figure. He doesn't know this, but he's become that, you know, father figure and that person that I kind of look up to.
He's really, really kind, and that really sets me at ease.
It's just some of the things that he says is just so hilarious. I mean, the funniest things are the analogies that he uses.
He who laughs best.
It's just like a bunch of goats.
He acting like a bunch of idiots.
You have a moped brain and a Mercedes-Benz voice.
But I came up with those sayings because I'm trying to motivate and trying to prick the students' pride. I am a slave to the melody. It just rules my life, makes me laugh, makes me cry.